$250 million payout when PayPal was sold to eBay. Number 11. Many of the people who originally worked on PayPal went on to create other hugely successful companies. In fact, they became collectively known as the PayPal Mafia. These companies include LinkedIn, Yelp, and even YouTube, as well as countless others. Number 12. After this next huge payout, Elon realized he wanted to focus on something bigger and turned to a passion of his: space. He recruited the best minds he could find. For example, he would personally reach out to the top graduates from the best colleges. Thus, SpaceX was born, and his focus became making space cheaper and more accessible, as the industry had kinda stalled. Number 13. His long-term goal was always to colonize Mars. People who knew him well have said that money genuinely never was the main drive. It just found him along the way as he took on all of these crazy ideas. Number 14. That said, people who knew him well also said he did have a pretty big ego. For example, his eyes apparently lit up at the mention of being Time's Person of the Year. Number 15. Musk's first child died just 10 days after being born. When the biographer of the book tried to ask him about it, he simply said he didn't want to talk about it and said it does no good for the future. Number 16. Musk then went on to have twins and then triplets. He's quoted as saying how important it is for intelligent people to have more children, as typically they have less children than people with lower intelligence. Number 17. Whilst working on SpaceX, Elon invested heavily in a startup called Tesla and became the majority shareholder. It didn't operate like a normal car company though, but instead like a typical Silicon Valley startup of young engineers using trial and error. Everyone working there had to give their all to the company though. Elon once told an employee that going to his child's birth was not a good enough reason to miss a company event, as they had to be all in because, to quote Elon, "We're making history here."